Well, get your backup generators ready.
Hey! What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Transformers MPM-13 masterpiece movie, Blackout. So here we are, and there he is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging right up front here. We have some lovely images of Blackout in both of his modes, MPM-13, Decepticon, Blackout, and Scorponok Transformers. On this side of the box, we have a Blackout. On this side, we have Blackout. On this side, we have words and things and barcodes. On the top, Masterpiece Movie Series. We got Scorponok there as well. On the back, we have our obligatory product shots, this, that, the other things and stuff. And that's basically it for the packaging. And moving right along, here we have Masterpiece Movie Blackout, and this is a figure that I was very excited for when it was announced, and I'll tell you right now, he is delicious. He is just delicious, as far as I'm concerned anyway. I think he is very, very well done, but here he is in his robot mode. He is packed in robot mode, so yeah, looks real good. But let's get in close here so we can take a look, not at his crotch, but at his noggin. There's the noggin. You can say, very nicely done. Let's move this down here so we can get a little closer. There we go. So as you can see, very nicely done head sculpt. There's some nice paintwork on this figure as well. You can see some really nice paintwork on the chest here. Lots of detail. Like I believe this is like a dry brushing effect. Looks like. I'm not sure exactly what technique it is. I think it's dry brushing, but I could be wrong. You paints experts, I'm sure know better than I do, but either way, it looks good. All this stuff up here over his head also has some nice paint apps going on there. And overall, some real nice detail here. Just move down the body. Again, some nice details here, picked out in paint. Let's get the details here in the forearms. You get kind of that coppery, bronzy color going on there. Again, some more of that dry brushing. Even on the thighs here, you have that paintwork going on as well. Nice detail here in the legs. His big old feet, his toes are die-cast. And moving up the back. Of course, you have all the blades hanging down there. He has the blade cape. But overall, I think he looks quite good. There's a lot going on here, and it all looks good as far as I'm concerned. So there you go. Now, as far as articulation goes, the head is on a ball joint, so you have wiggly waggly. The head can move forward and back as well for a little You can do all kinds of that. He can look up, do a little bit of squirrel, why not? A little bit of, scorpion, I don't know. Can look down, head can rotate, can do a full 360. The arms, as usual on Blackout, his arm rotation is a bit limited just due to the big shoulder pads, but arms can go forward all the way. And go back about that far. Outward, you get that much. You also get bicep rotation. You get 90 degrees of bend there at the elbow. You get wrist rotation. Hands can move up and down as well due to transformation. The thumb is just on a hinge at the base, so it can move in and out. And the fingers just have a hinge right there at that knuckle. But you do get some posable hands, which is nice. He does have waist rotation as far as the legs go. You can move the crotch piece out of the way. It'll only move out about that far, but you can still get legs to go forward about that much. Back, you can get around the backpack and everything to get it back pretty far. Outward, you can get everything out of the way. You can do the full splits. You do have thigh rotation. Obviously, you have two joints here to work with. So you got bend there, you have bend there. So you can do whatever you want there. The feet, they cannot move up, but they can move down some. Move things out of the way here. But they can move down. They can't really move up past this point, but you do get a lot of ankle tiltage, and you also get a bit of a toe joint. Now, as far as accessories go, you do get some weaponry. You get not one, but two guns right here. Just getting close here. I think. Not bad looking. These could use a little bit of paint, but all in all, though, they're not too shabby. You get 2 of these. You can plug these onto his forearms, into this slot right here. So you can just plug that in like so, and like so, and have that going on. So you can pew, pew, bang, bang, pew, pew, bang, bang, and all of that good stuff right there. You do also get this other blade weapon here. It's getting close here. You can see some nice paint work in there. Now, one thing that I am very, very curious about is to why only 2 of these blades are on hinges. I have no idea. These 4 right here are just molded in place. They don't move, but these 2, for some reason, these move. Don't know why. I don't know. The instructions don't acknowledge this at all, so I don't know what purpose that serves. If that's something from the movie that I've forgotten, I don't know, but those 2 move because reasons. I'm not sure. I don't think it factors into storage in any way whatsoever. Maybe it does, but again, the instructions don't say anything about it, so I'm not sure. But if you do, you are free to enlighten me. But anyway, how you use this is you want to turn his hand around, and there is a port right there. It's on both hands, so you can plug it in either hand you want. You can plug that in like that, and then you can just kind of angle the hand how you want, and you can have that going on. So that's a thing you can do if you want to do it. You get a couple more things, but I will get to those in a minute. Blackout does also have his chest cannon, and to get that out, you just flip this central section down, and you just flip out the cannon. You kind of angle that how you want. There you go. He's got his big old chest cannon there, and that leads into the next 2 accessories, which are effects parts. That's right, he does include his own blouses, and that makes me very happy. That pleases me immensely. So you just get a big old blouche right here, and you also get this one that looks like firing missiles. That's really cool. You can plug these into either of the guns, or you can plug this into his chest cannon. So we can, actually I'll put this one in the gun here, and we can plug this into the chest, and we can do all kinds of that, and we can do a big old blackout It makes the lights go out. That's right, because blackout. Get it? Because blackout. But hey, things you can do if you want to do it. And last but not least, Blackout does also include his little partner here. We get a little Scorponok. We'll get in close here so we can take a look at him. Got some nice paintwork on him. Not totally painted, but what paint is there looks pretty good. You got the nice bright red there for the eyes. And the claws are painted going down the back. That's some nice detail. You got the tail, got the underbelly. His belly is die cast. As far as articulation for him goes, the head can move downward. It can't move up, but it can move down. It can rotate. His arms can rotate. You have a hinge at the shoulder and a hinge here, so you get that going on. The legs, they're just, all 3 of them are connected. They're just on a ball joint at the base here, so you can kind of move those around, move them up and down some. This section here is on a hinge, so that can move downward. You have a hinge here, and a hinge there, and a hinge there. I wish you had one more hinge, just one more hinge right there, just so you can get like a really proper curve out of the tail. That's just kind of awkward. I wish that was just one more joint right there, just so you can get that nice curve to the tail, but it is what it is. And just for a quick comparison, here it is with the Wei Zhang version of Scorponok. This is the upscaled Studio Series version, just so you can see how that works out. And here he is with the original deluxe Scorponok, so you can see how that works out. Now you can store Scorponok on Blackout's back, so what you're going to do here is you're just going to bring his tail down. There's a little post port connection right here on his back, so just line that up like so. Just kind of tuck the little claws in like that. Just make sure everything is straight, and there is a slot right there that will receive this tab right here on his back. So you just open up those blades, and you just plug them on like so, and there you go. You can have him just chilling out back there on Blackout's back. So there you have that, and now for comparison. Here he is with the original 2007 Voyager Blackout. It's precious. Here he is with the Studio Series Blackout. And here he is with the Weijing upscaled Studio Series Blackout. And let's talk about plastic discoloration. This guy, wow. But anyway, you can see how that works out. Here he is with MPM Prime. And here he is with our MPM Decepticons that we have so far. Megs, Screamer, and Uncle Barry. You can see how that works out. And they look quite good together. Quite good in my opinion. So, there you go. So that is basically it for the robot mode. So let's get down to transformation, shall we? So, remove all the weapons. And we will start off with the bacular region here. So, what you want to do is you want to start off with this little latch right here. So you want to take this and pull it down. Right there, like so. And these sections right here, you can see they tab into these little fin pieces, so you want to make sure that these are pulled away. And once you do that, you can just kind of pull all of this out. And just get all this freed up like so. Now, like with every Blackout figure, these things are going to get in your way and flop around, and it's going to be annoying, but it is what it is. But try to keep these things out of your way while you're doing the rest of your work here. So take this entire section here, just extend it downward like so. This little latch piece here, just flip that back up. You're going to take this whole assembly, rotate it 180, and then you're going to take this section here, just undo this and just bring it down, and you have tabs and slots right back here. So just line that up and just pop all that in like so. You have these panels under here, just flip these out, then you can bring this down and get out of my way. Rotate these up, tab slot connection right there, just tab that in like so. Same thing on the other side, just get out of my way. Just bring this out, then bring this down, rotate this around, tab it in, and you got that going on. We're going to leave this for now, and then we're going to come up here, and we're going to take these sections and just bring them up, and they will meet in the middle and tap together like so. So we're going to leave all this alone for now whilst we work on everything else here. So now we're going to work on his arms. So coming down to the armular region, we're going to untab the shoulder right here, this little connector. You want to flip that in. Now the shoulder pad is on a double hinge, so you want to take it and shift it down and just shift it in like so. And once we've done that, we need to come down here to the forearmular region. And we're going to just rotate this 180. You're going to open up this panel. You're going to rotate the hand so the palm is facing you. Flip that in, close that up like so. This section here will come out like that. You want to come back up here to the shoulder pad, and this is going to untab, focus camera, look at that, there we go. You want to bring this out and extend all of this like so. There's even a lot of detail in this, which I didn't have to do, but nice that they did it. And once you've done that, all this will rotate up like so. There is a post-port connection right here for this section, so make sure you have that plugged in. And then this will come up and just connect and snap in like that. Once you've done that, this panel here, you want to bring this panel out a bit so you can just swing it up, bring it around like so. And then this panel here will come up and make up the side right there. And you're all done with that. And second verse, guess what, is just like the first. And there you have both sides done. So once you have that done, we can come back here, we can take all this and just collapse it down like so. You want to bring these sections out. This will unfold. This will unfold. And you have a post-port connection right in there. Get out of my way, please. You have a post-port connection right there. So just plug that in. Do the same thing on the other side. Bring that up, and just plug that in on that side like so. And at this point now, we can actually just flip him on his back here, and oh, that already did that for me. Thank you. I didn't want you to do that. We'll stay clipped for now because I need you to kind of keep your legs kind of straight here. Actually, don't have to flip him around. We can do this with him standing. So now we can work on the legs. So what we're going to do with the legs here is you want to bring this landing gear, you want to bring this out to that point right there. You want to straighten the legs out entirely. Straighten them out as far as they will go. You're going to take this section here, untab it, shift it down, and it's going to swing around. Make sure you have this little panel out of the way here. Swing this all the way around to the other side like so. You want to just flatten all of this out. Once you do that, you want to bring the foot up and then bring up both of his heel pieces here on either side. Just flip that up. Flip that up. You can then bring this panel down. You want to bring this section in like that. You can then rotate the leg in at the thigh. You want to bring his little toesies in, and then this section will rotate around. You want to untab all of this, unfold this like that, and then all this will swing around on that double hinge and sit right there. And you got that side all done, and you're going to do the same thing with the other side. And once that is done, you're just going to take both sides and just tab it all together. Just have tabs and slots going all the way down. Just line all that up, and just get it all tabbed together, get it all nice and squozen. And we got that deal going on there, and we can flip these up. So once you've done that, now we can flip them on his back here. There you go. So once we've done that, now we can unclip this waist section. Just bring all this down. What we're going to do here, we're going to bring this up, collapse these bits in, rotate it 180. You have this panel right here. It's going to come up and fill that in the rest of the way. And once you've done that, you're just going to tip right over. Once you've done that, you're going to take the legs and you're going to bring them up. So you're going to rotate them up at the hinge here. So bring the legs up. Bring them up as far as they will go. Like that. And all of this should meet right here in the middle. Like so. There we go. Basically want everything oriented just like that. So once you've done that, you're going to bring this entire assembly down. It's just going to kind of snap down in place. Come on. Ugh. Like so. You want to make sure that this panel here sits flush in here. So make sure those little tabs drop in and everything sits down like it's supposed to. There we go. Make sure that's sitting nice and flush there. So what's going to happen here is you have multiple connection points here. So you have a tab that will go into a slot here. You have a post that will go into a port here. And then this will end up sitting in this notch right here. So you have a lot of things to line up. But it can be a little bit of a chore. But if you get everything just right, everything should just kind of drop into place. Hopefully. There we go. Boom. There we go. And turn around. And sometimes one side is more cooperative than the other. This is the less cooperative side. There we go. Let's get it all popped in. Get it all dropped down. And it should all work out beautifully. There we go. Get everything popped in like that. And this whole assembly here, you can just pop this down pop this down, and have everything sitting flush like so. And there you go. We got everything straightened out there. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to take these sections here, bring them back. You have a tab slot connection. Get out of the way. You have this tab slot connection right here. You also have a tab slot connection right here as well. So I always line up this top one first, pop that in, and then just push this into place. And that should just drop right in. You can take this panel, fold that up. That'll tab in right there. And same thing on the other side. Just bring that back, pop that into place, like so. And tab that in, like that. Flip that up, and that will fill that in. And you can bring these landing gears out, and they can now sit in their final resting place. So we'll just finish up with the back here and get that all situated. So this section here is just going to untab. Once you untab it, and just bring it up, rotate it, just have it sitting straight as it should, and then you bring this fin down and bring it up. Then you just open up the blades so they flip into place, and there you have that all done. And you just bring out this little piece here that just slips out, and there you go. So there's the back all done. So now we can work on the still visible hair syndrome. That's like an odd third mode or something. I don't know. It could work. Hey, whatever, dude, whatever. But what we're gonna do here is we're going to take these sections here and just bring them back on that double hinge just to get them out of the way, like so. We're gonna take these chest pieces here. They're on double hinges. Just bring them up and out as far as they will go. And there are these windshield pieces that are right in here. Don't know how well you can see them, but they're right there. You want to push those out on either side. Push that on either side. This one's a little bit tighter. There we go. Like that. Then you can bring this down. And actually, we can't bring that down yet. We have to do some other stuff first. We gotta do some other things. We need to come down here. We're gonna bring this section out, and then it will slide down a little bit, like so. Just bring that out. Bring that up, have that sit right there, like that. At this point now, we can take his head, and we can push it down, like so. It'll push all this down with it, and at this point, we can now close up the chest. So close that up, make sure everything's out of the way, sit right there, like that. And then this section here will just slide back and lock all that into place. Get out of my way! And then just take these little panels here, just push them up so they're sitting flush. And you can bring this landing gear back. There we go. So now we're pretty much at the home stretch here. We can take this windshield, just bring that down, and that will not sit where it's supposed to. Oops. You want to unfold that a little more than I just did. Make sure you bring that out a bit further there. There we go. And then you can just kind of tuck that in right behind this piece. There we go. Just like that. That's how you want that looking. So now, what we're doing is we're going to take these sections here. We're going to rotate up and rotate in. So just bring them up and swing them in. And just rotate this section up. And just bring that in, like so. And once you get them all straightened out, they will peg together in the middle, like so, and like so. Once you've done that, you can take these sections here and just bring them all the way back on either side, like that. So they're sitting right there. So, last couple steps here. Take the blades, straighten everything out, fan it all out, and we're going to take this section here. You want to untab this, rotate this section 180, tab it back down, and what's going to happen here is you're going to plug this right into the center, and these blades will plug into these blades. I'll just tab right in and finish off the look here. So make sure that's down all the way. Just tab that all in, tab that all in, tab that all in, and tab that all in. And I think we're done. Are we done? Yes, we're done. Woo, we're done. And there we have Blackout in his helicopter mode. You can kind of spin them. Why not? Why not? You can spin these too. Woo! You get a good spin out of them too. But yeah, there he is in his alt mode and looks really good. Again, in my opinion, looks really, really good. I think did a good job here. You spin pretty freely. You can get a good spin out of it. I like it. I'm a fan. I'm here for it. Not so much. Can't really get that smooth a spin out of it, but all in all though, it still gets the look across, and I'm quite pleased. Quite pleased. Let's get in close here so we can take a look at the details. You can see there's a little Decepticon symbol right there. I don't know how you can see it, but you got the 4500X, a little bit of silver, you get some green in there, you get some yellow trim here for the windows. Get some other little tamper grass here throughout. Get some yellow there. Again, you got the windows there, all blacked out. Anyway, some symbolage going on there. And USAF 4500X, danger, keep away. You got Blackout right there. It's all in all very nice. There's the top, there's the bottom. As you can see, the bottom is nice and filled in, which I very much like. So all in all, very cool. You do have the rolling landing gear, so guess what? He can roll. He can roll like flying things should roll. Hooray for rolling flying things. Hooray. Hooray. And for comparison, here he is with the Wei Zhang Blackout. Here he is with the Studio Series Blackout. And here he is with the original Voyager class Blackout. Here he is with MPM Prime. With MPM Starscream. And with MPM Megatron. So, there you go. Now, as far as storage goes, you can store your weapons here on Blackout as far as the guns go. There are slots on either side right here, so you can take these and just push them in and push them in, and they will just tab right in like so. So you can have all of that going on. You can plug the effects parts into them as well. So you can pew pew bang bang while he is flying, although they do kind of bump up against the ground when you have him on the ground there, but still you can attach the effects parts if you want to. And as far as Scorponok goes, we can store Scorponok in the back here. So again, just to prep Scorponok, you just want to bring the tail down and plug it into his back. Just have that straightened out like so. And you're going to come back here and you're going to open up the little hatch here. Open this up, and you have this tab which will go into the slot in his belly, and there are tabs on his claws here that will go into these slots right here. So you just line all this up and you just tab it in and just tab in his claws on either side like that, and there you go. And you just close all this back up and voila. Now Scorponok is nice and tucked away in Blackout's butt. And I knocked his guns off while I did that, but that's okay. But there you go. There you have everything nice and stored. Hooray for storage! And just to note, all the blades here are bendy, obviously to prevent breakage. These rear ones as well are bendy. But all in all, though, I think it looks quite good. The alt mode comes together quite well, in my opinion. So, there you go. So there you have MPM Blackout, and yeah, I really like them. I think they did a really good job on this figure. Right now, Blackout and Starscream are my two favorite MPMs. I think they're the best ones of the bunch, as far as I'm concerned anyway. The robot mode looks great, the alt mode looks great. The transformation is a little on the fiddly side, you know, just getting things lined up. Everything does come together pretty solidly, but it just sometimes it may fight you a little bit. It's not to a frustrating degree, though. But overall, he is a nice, solid bot in my opinion, and I am very happy to add him to my Masterpiece Movie Decepticon ranks. So, there you go! Now, I picked mines up from Robot Kingdom. They do have them in stock right now. I'll put a link to their site in the description down below. I believe he is also starting to show up at Targets, so check your local Targets, check Target.com. And of course, you can also get Masterpiece figures from BigBadToyStore.com, as always linked in the description down below, so you can check that out. You can also check out my Masterpiece playlist for any reviews you may have missed, also linked in the description down below, so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out MGames, check out Love Peace Paranormal, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below, and I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the Transformers MPM-13 Masterpiece Movie Blackout. And this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face. Hey Barricade, I have to go away for a little bit. I was wondering if you could look after Scorponok again. Do I have to? Oh, come on, you know he loves his Uncle Barry. Fine. Alright, go ahead. See? He loves his Uncle Barry. Why does it smell like asparagus? He's probably peeing on you.